Now that she has been fine with just basic walking around, doing, staying in the general area, now I'm going to try some more advanced distractions with her. I'm going to walk into the back of the kitchen, which is past the camera, behind the camera person. Come back. Always reward from in front, of course. Make sure she waits. Good. So she has no problem with that. I'm going to go in the back hallway and close the door. You'll hear me close the door. If you're ever going to do something that you think might be difficult for her to handle, it's okay to remind her what you want her to keep doing before you do it. So before I go back there, I'm going to say down. I'm going to knock on this hallway door. Good. She stayed there. I'm going to come back. She gets a reward. Good. If I do something that's a little bit harder for her to handle, then I give her a little bit bigger reward. So when I walked around her, which she does very easily, I gave her one or two pieces. And this time I gave her like 3 or 2 big pieces, the equivalent of 3, a little bit more. So whatever, if she does something really, really advanced, and you give her more in exchange for that. So now I'm going to go outside. This is usually the biggie. Down. Knocking on the door. Good. Big reward, because that's hard for her to do. Good. Now I'm going to go outside and do a few more things. Down. Knocking on the windows. Mess with the mail slot. Ring the doorbell. And knock on the door. Good. Nice big payoff for that. Good. So she knows whatever happens, it always ends up this way. So you just increase the level of distractions, increase the time that you're away as well, just by seconds every time. And then so you teach her more and more solid downstay by doing it that way. One more thing that used to trigger her to get up a lot was if I would sit down on the sofa, and a lot of dogs are this way, it triggers them to get up and come over to you because it's like an invite. So this is something we always practice. Good. Big reward for that. Good. And she is she's always been very jumpy and shifted around a lot and couldn't sit still. So I'm allowing her to do just a little bit. When she does something exceptional like that, if she needs to kind of shift her weight a little bit to handle it, that's okay. She's still staying calm. She's in a downstay. And you'll see her, if you practice these things that we've been practicing for the last 3 weeks, you'll see her get calmer and calmer over time and less jumpy. She is already way less. So give her a little break. She's not supposed to. See how I'm luring her a little bit closer now? Good, because she kind of backed up to the back of the mat. She's doing very well, and you can't expect her to just be like completely still at all times because of who she is. But you'll see over time she'll get calmer and calmer. So you want to take her out of this exercise by picking up the leash, just like you would do out in public. You'd hopefully never drop the leash, but when you're going to release her, if she had her in a downstay, you'd stand next to her. She's waiting for you to release her like this. This is the only way she would ever leave a downstay, ever, ever, ever. Part of the beauty of this method is that you only do things one way, period. You're never going to call her out of a downstay or a sit stay from a distance, because then she's not sure whether, are you going to, is he going to call me? Am I supposed to wait till he comes back? That's not safe anyway, really. There's no reason you would do that unless you're in a dog show, and I don't think you're going to be in an arena with having it in the middle of the dog show with her. So you want her to stay in a sit stay or downstay till you come back. So she's waiting for you to come back. Okay, pat your leg. And then if you're going to release her to be free, have her sit. That's the way that you bring her out of a downstay as well. You don't let her just launch out of a downstay and take off, because that's what she'll do. Okay, she wants to face the camera. You have her calmly get up and you release her from a calm sit stay. That way she keeps the calmness of this exercise Always keeping that leash loose. She waits until you pat her chest. No. With your right hand. Go. Now she's free.